saw, and it looked like he got another 10 points there, and that means that he will have a tally of 20 points as we look back to the King of the Mountains, Christian Haas, and Christian Haas has got 15, and if he gets 7th over the top here, is that going to be enough to keep him in the lead? Because 7 means he gets 4 points, and that means he's going to be trailing by 1 to the Spaniard, so he will have lost the lead in the King of the Mountains.
Yep, Christian Haas, I think he'll probably know it. He'll be working it out in his head. But he'll soon be getting information back from the car. John Herity in their team car, the team manager. And here he is, Urtasun.
So there we are. It was Urtasun that won that second climb in the Skoda King of the Mountains. So 10 points, as I said, added on to the Teddy one for the first climb, gives him an overall tally of 20. And let me just repeat my comment there. Be a bit of a mathematician here. Christian Haas approaching the summit of that second climb on 15 points. There he is. And he's in 7th position, which means he gets 4. And that means that his tally then will go up to 19. So he's lost the lead in the King of the Mountains jersey by 1 point. It's an interesting contest, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, if Urtasun were to have a problem, and we don't particularly wish him to have a problem, but if he was pushed out of the top cluster in the sprint on the third climb and Christian Haas was over in this position, he could still get the jersey back. Nice shot of Bobridge there. Very, very stylish. Do you think he's a contender for, or a candidate to attack the hour record, Rob?
I think he's physically most certainly could be.
Yeah.
But you know, in a few more years doing what he's doing, riding on the road, and the Grand Tours will only make him stronger. And it's certainly been spoken about with the possibilities of what Bradley Wiggins could do.
Taking the words out of my mouth, I was going to say really the #1 candidate to have a crack at that hour record has got to be Bradley, isn't it?
It has, and I don't know if that is purely hearsay and it's what other people have been talking about, or whether it's actually come from Bradley Wiggins himself. And there he is.
Looks very cool and calm, does Bradley Wiggins, and a crash victim yesterday. And I did make the comment in commentary yesterday, he's really on everybody's invitation list to try and get him to functions. And really, when you've won the biggest event on the planet, the Tour de France, it must be very difficult to try and maintain your form and turn these invitations down.
Well, it really is, but no doubt if there's a beer on offer, he'll be there.
Well, I just hope that Bradley's going to be in good form for the forthcoming World Championships. The kind of course that the race is on, where it finishes over the top of the Kouberg down there in Holland, is a war of attrition style course, and Brad could do a ride.
Well, this year I wouldn't put anything past him. He has actually won a bunch sprint this year.
Yep.
Although it was on a tougher course without the top sprinters, but that's the kind of scenario that we're going to have at the World Championships.
Just looks fully relaxed, doesn't he, Bradley Wiggins? Let me just repeat again his CV for this year. I mean, any one of these results I'm going to mention would be a dream for any rider. He's won the Paris-Nice, he's won the Tour Romandie, he's won the Dauphiné, and he's won the Tour de France, and then he's nailed a gold medal for the time trial to that list. How much more could you ask of this man? A bit of discussion going on there between Bobridge and Urtasun, discussing the approach, I think, to the next climb. What language they would be talking together in, what would you think?
Well, Bobridge is based down in Girona.
Ah, right.
So it could very well be an amalgamation of possibly a little bit of French, Spanish, Basque, the odd English word. There's often in cycling, the vocab is fairly similar.
This is a very multilingual sport, and the first language always, of course, was French, but it is, I think, English now, the first language of the peloton.
Well, there's so many English-speaking riders and English-speaking teams on the Orica Green